I always tried to, if I lost a match, I tried to make it where, it was an accident that I lost.
Yeah.
Go down gracefully, beat yourself. There's always good ways of losing. And when I won, I always tried to be sneaky about it, the heel way. And you take care of the baby face, putting their foot on the rope or whatever. And one of the greatest, that Bulldog match that we had, Saturday night's main event, where we're going tooth and nail back and forth, and then we did this finish where I snatched the small Bulldog, Dynamite Kid, in a headlock and fired him off. No, he fired me off, and we did like a boom, a double knockout, boom, and I landed up on top of him, and we're both knocked out. 1, 2, 3, I got my Duke raised. He gets up before I'm still knocked out. I love winning that way, Oh, he won and he's knocked out, Love that finish. That was a George Scott finish, too. That was great.
That's really smart. And it protects him at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Both of you.
Everybody's protected. And the heel, for me, so what, I'm knocked out. And Vince is like, look at Valentine's knocked out. He's still knocked out. And Jesse Ventura, yeah, but he won, McMahon. He won. Great memories.
We talked a little bit about the Bulldogs, but you had runs with both in singles, too, Dynamite Kid and the British Bulldog. Right. I think before they were even the British Bulldogs.
Right. Well, I met Dynamite Kid over in Japan, and he was crazy. I mean, not crazy personally, but he did crazy things in the ring, bumps backwards. Like in that match in Chicago there, WrestleMania 2, he went backwards and landed. I thought he broke his neck, He was so over in Japan, Dynamite Kid. He was so over in Japan, it was unbelievable. As far as Davey Boy, I never really wrestled him that much singly. It was mainly just tag team. But when they brought him in, they were into WWF. They were an underneath tag team. And when Wyndham and Rotundo or Barry ended up skipping out and leaving, we had nobody to work with, and these guys were there working underneath matches, but they were taking care of them. And we put them over on TV, and Captain Lou Albano took them under his wing, and that helped getting them over too. We sold out everywhere with these guys, not just Canada, everywhere. And, I like saying this because I love it. We didn't have to have Hulk Hogan on the card. It was very rare that a tag team, usually a tag team, would support a singles main event, and the tag team would be the co-main event underneath. But we would be all the way on top, on our own, and we would sell out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is there really anyone else that could say that from that era?
I don't think so. We were blessed with, we had Captain Lou, who was really over, and he was a big-time heel manager, but he turned babyface. And with these Bulldogs, and they were just so solid, and people loved them. They loved the British Bulldogs. I even have kids come up at different autograph sessions I do. And of course, they watch a lot of the old matches on YouTube, and they love the Bulldogs. Yeah.
Yeah. And those matches stand the test of time?
Test of time.
Yeah.
They're better than the ones, any matches they got right now. I'm not just saying that because I think the 80s was, just like with rock and roll, I thought the 60s, and I'm dating myself, but who cares? I thought the 60s were the best because you had rock, you had classic rock, you had the soul music, and you had that mixture. And in the 80s, you had, the 70s was all wrestling, but the 80s, 79 into all through the 80s, was the best wrestling ever, and people tell me that. All these people that I meet, the autographs here, we watch it, because we still like wrestling, but you guys are the best, I think. Thank you very much. Because we put together a believable product, and I love that word, believable, because they were believable. It looked like a real contest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because people really didn't know at the time either. Watching it, they did not know that what they're. Now you would turn it on, and any average Joe can tell you what's happening. But in modern wrestling,
well, it looks contrived, and but these, like I said before, these guys are great athletes. I couldn't do a lot of that stuff, but I just wish I could talk and do. I used to go around and give seminars, and I'd tell the guys, and sometimes I even got in a ring with them, but I tell the guys, you just got to slow it down and think about what you're doing and tell a story. Keep going back to that left arm or the headlock or whatever. I never see them do that nowadays. But I have to confess, I don't watch it. So I don't watch it. I do watch WrestleMania. And SummerSlam was out here. But I think I was working, so I didn't get to watch that. It was out here in Vegas. I guess they did real good. So, buy rate and everything.